From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Monday, January 6th. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has now been in office 1 full year. Assessments of her performance are all over the map, but 2020 may be a better performance indicator. Will the law she signed in 2019 reduce auto insurance premiums? Will she have better success with her second bite at a plan to fix the roads? Can Whitmer fire up Democrats and win enough support from independents to flip control of the state house or help the Democratic presidential candidate win Michigan? So far, support for Whitmer is running ahead of where it was for her predecessor, Rick Snyder, at this time, but it's never topped 50%.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Angie Jackson. Army Private First Class Robert Fletcher was held captive for nearly 3 years during the Korean War. He suffered extreme hunger, freezing temperatures, and psychological abuse before he returned home to the Ann Arbor area in 1953. His experience as a POW allowed him to be buried at Arlington National Cemetery after his death in 2018. But his family was shocked to learn that he wasn't eligible for full military honors at his burial. That's because his rank didn't qualify. The iconic horse-drawn caisson, an escort, and a military band were reserved for officers or service members killed in combat. That's until Robert Fletcher's daughter, Kanda Fletcher, began a campaign for change and got Congress involved. An amendment to extend full burial honors to prisoners of war and Medal of Honor recipients was recently included in an act signed by President Trump. Kanda Fletcher sees this as carrying on her father's legacy.
This is Detroit Free Press auto critic Mark Phelan reporting. You may not remember Hummer fondly, but some executives at General Motors do. They're considering reviving the brand famous for boxy gas guzzlers, but as a line of environmentally friendly electric luxury SUVs, if you can believe that. There are risks to it. In the 1980s and 90s, GM got into the habit of creating or buying new brands rather than addressing issues with the ones it already had. That ended during the Great Recession, when GM dropped Hummer, Saturn, and Saab, in addition to Pontiac, which had just outlived its usefulness. Reviving Hummer now would not be easy. The brand is well known, but it's got a terrible reputation with a lot of people. It could also distract GM from plans to make Cadillac its leading brand for electric and luxury vehicles. Cadillac's got enough competition from BMW, Mercedes, and Lexus. It doesn't need more from within GM.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update on the in-state rivalry. Cassius Winston showed the world on Sunday why he's one of the best players in college basketball. He delivered when his team needed him against their biggest rival. Winston set a career high with 32 points in the 87-69 win over Michigan in East Lansing. It's the fourth straight win in the rivalry for Tom Izzo's team.
Cassius was unbelievable. I mean, his focus since he's come back, it's not all there yet. My trainer was worried before the game. We still spent a lot of time with him trying to make sure that these big games, big moments when your families are all here, those are times that he struggles, and you go one of two ways, and thank God he went the one way. And
4 players scored in double figures for Michigan coach Juwan Howard in his first game as coach in this rivalry. As a player, he won 5 of 6 meetings.
It means a lot to play against a team in the Big Ten. Each and every game, we're trying to compete. Our goal is come in and win. Unfortunately, we didn't get the job done.
U of M could have used the former Fab Five member on the court on Sunday as the Wolverines shot just 36% in the game.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.